I guess you just answered my question.
Yeah, you guys will find out. The car, I won't tell you guys. He don't even know. I don't even know. I guess you guys will find out. Maybe spring training, maybe off season, maybe Friday, maybe New Year's. We'll see.
What made you want to make that decision?
I don't know. Something came up, and we're talking about batting title. I don't know if he was upset that day or something. I don't know what he was. It's rare when McNeil's upset. And I just said, if you win a batting title, I'll get you a car. So, yeah. It was a long time ago. Everybody has to make sure I haven't forget. And everybody's making sure I buy him a car. I will get him a car. I didn't specify what car it was. So good luck figuring it out. There you go.
I think it's Puma's fault if I remember right.
Yeah, he asked me if he could write it down. I said, yeah, of course. Yeah.
What do you think the chances of that happening were?
Really high. I mean, he can hit.
Yeah.
He can hit. I mean, I think last year he had probably the worst year of his career, and he was hitting the baseball, you know. He's a really good hitter and very smart. He goes all over the field. So I knew he had a really good chance of doing it. And I think at the time he was probably hitting like 330 or something like that. So, McNeil was upset, shocker. And, yeah.
Francisco, you came into the season saying you wanted to make those fans cheer for you. What did it mean to you to get the ovation that you did when you came off the field today?
Meant a lot. I've always said I play the game for my family, for the fans, the people around me, and I gave them something to cheer on. But now this is the best time of the year. I want to give them a lot for them to cheer.
Yours hat today?
I did. Didn't do anything, but I got it.
Were you watching the Dodgers game at all? Were you getting nervous there?
Yeah. So obviously, our game got delayed, so we're definitely paying attention to what was going on. Saw Freddie's first at bat, mine single up the middle, and then didn't watch the second at bat. Maybe that would work. It's a homer, and then at that time, you get to a little bit nervous. He's swinging the bat well. It's Freddie Freeman. 4 hits is normal for him, and his third at bat right before the game. A good number of us were sitting in the locker room here, watching it, and put a good swing on it, and just was lucky that one stayed in the park.
What does actually winning the thing mean to you?
It's definitely a dream come true. This is one of my goals in baseball is to win a batting title, and it's a bunch of kind of hard work and trying to get back to the player I knew I could be after last year. Last year wasn't a great year for me, so kind of wanted to get back to who I am, and was lucky enough to be rewarded for that.
What was the conversation like about you going in the game in the 8th inning? I guess you knew you had margin for error if you got out.
Yeah, we wanted to get Lindor out of the game. Obviously we got playoffs going on coming up, so I knew I could get 1, possibly 2 at bats and still be okay. So it worked out that I was able to go in the game, get Lindor off his feet, and we're all going to be fresh for postseason.
Did you exceed your expectations from early in the season?
I always expect to. I expect a lot of myself. I'm hard on myself. I think everyone knows that. But I expect to be a 300 hitter every single year. So this is where I want to be. This is the player I want to be. For the rest of my career. So I expect this out of myself, and hopefully can continue it going forward.
This was always going to mean a lot to you. Does it mean even more coming off of a season like last year to show that you can do this the way you want to?
Yeah, I think 100%. Coming off last year was a very frustrating year for me. So to be able to come back and do what I did this year, means a lot. Means I'm able to go through some tough times, and bounce back, and it just means a lot. And no matter when I guess you win the batting title, it's always gonna be special.
And how about doing it in a season where your team is now going into the playoffs? So.
Yeah, it's always better to do it on a good team. So happy I was able to contribute a lot to this team this year. These next few weeks hopefully is going to be extremely fun. We got a great great group of guys here. We won 101 games. So great team. Really looking forward to the postseason.
You hit something like 378 the last 2 months. What got into you with that?
Well, hurt my finger,
Right.
and that's kind of when I started to hit. I was hitting a little bit before that, just kind of figuring some things out, and I ended up hurting my finger. Kind of split my grip, and was just trying to pepper balls around the ballpark, and it was working. And one of the hardest things, kind of coming down the stretch was my finger was starting to feel better. Do I continue to do that, or do I kind of go back to what was working before as well? Hands closer together, and decided to go back to kind of what was working for me earlier in the year, and it paid off.
What kind of car would you like Lindor to buy?
I have no idea.
Hot Wheels?
Yeah, I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve, so we'll see. Hopefully something pretty cool.
Jeff, can you just take us through, the decision to not start today? I mean, did Buck just tell you? Did you guys talk about it?
Yeah, we talked about it. We knew what Freddie had to do. I was lucky enough to put myself in a position to kind of be able to sit and wait. We had the rain delay, which also kind of helped as well. Was able to see how he was doing, and whether or not I needed to go in the game. I was planning on coming into the game. In the second half as well to give Lindor some time off his feet, and but yeah, definitely happy the way it worked out, and glad I'm back.
Was there? I know the number one thing is being fresh and rested for the postseason. Was there a part of you that wanted to play today, though, to tell Buck what just put me in there? And
yeah, I mean, I played I think 148 games and played more than I have my entire career. So it kind of was nice to get a day, just to enjoy the game of baseball, watch. This game could have meant a lot more, if we were still in it. But the Braves ended up winning last night, so this game didn't mean too much. So it was actually nice to get off my feet a little bit, watch the game, enjoy the game, and ended up getting in there in the end.
Your first thought on the Padres and Yu Darvish?
They're a good team. Any team that makes postseason is going to be tough to beat, but I'm sure they're saying the same thing about us. We're a very talented ball club. Yu Darvish is a great pitcher, and I'm sure a lot of the guys remember how he's pitched against us in the past. He's pitched well, but those are learning experiences for the playoffs. I'm sure guys are going to remember those at bats, see how and see the best way to approach them.
Since you guys have seen him a couple times and he has done well in those games, like you said, is there anything you can take from those games into Friday?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of how he pitches. We all kind of know what he does, but Friday's going to be kind of different beast. It's going to be loud. It's going to be rocking. I know he's got some playoff experience as well, so he'll be used to that. But all of us, we got to be ready to play. It's going to be a lot of fun, and looking forward to it.
Going back to last year versus this year, was anything that you changed mechanically, or was it more of a mindset thing?
A little bit of both. I had a few different swings last year. Can't really find one that worked, so I just kind of went to, what I remembered, best. And that was, kind of early in my career, so just trying to get back to, how that looked. Tried to remember some of the things that, I was doing back then, what felt good, and then just not trying to do too much. I was just trying to simplify everything, the whole year, maybe one or two swing thoughts that are, very minor, and go from there.
Jeff, you guys feel like the disappointment of Atlanta is fully in the past now, and moving forward, totally refocused for what's ahead at this point?
Yeah, I mean, that's behind us. We came out, played great baseball these last 3 days, put it behind us, and we're going to continue to do that going forward.
All right, thanks. Buck just earlier said, you could make a case for almost calling you an MVP for how valuable you've been in various roles. To kind of cap your season with that, what does all of that mean to you?
I mean, look, we had a lot of great individual accomplishments this year. I mean, we had Lindor setting the record for RBIs for a shortstop. We've had Pete set the RBI record, We had a 100th win for Cookie. We had a 200th win for Max. Did Sugar set the K per 9 record?
I assume so.
I assume so too. You know what happens when you assume, though, right?
Sure.
You're usually right. I mean, look, it was a collective effort this year. We won 101 games, and that's special. We're looking forward to Friday, and for us to win these last 2 games, last 3 games at home, is something that we're taking that momentum into this weekend, and it's something that I'm looking forward to seeing us go out and compete.
For you personally, what is maybe the bittersweet of knowing that your effort today probably takes you out of the next few days?
Look, I did my job today. This is what I was asked to do, and I'm looking forward to watching the guys go out and compete against the Padres, and I'm looking forward to hopefully celebrating with them.
How did Alvarez look in his first start behind the plate?
It was great. It was really awesome. He caught me yesterday, which was good. I mean, gosh, we had a great first date. We were on the same page relatively, but now for him, if he has to come in on a pinch, he's been catching a lot of guys, so he's been putting in the work behind the scenes, catching a lot of bullpens this year for guys earlier. So if he has to come in a pinch, he's going to be more than ready. So it was great for him to do that, to have success yesterday with the homer and the double, and to come out today and get the start for us was huge.
What is it about this clubhouse? You've talked a lot about the guys in here and being a part of this. What is it about this clubhouse that makes this group special?
Look, everyone goes to battle for each other. No, not one person is bigger than the other. We're a collective unit. We're the New York Mets, and it's special to say that we are New York Mets, and it's an honor. And I'm looking forward to what we're going to be able to do this weekend, and take it one game at a time. But I'm really proud of the guys in this clubhouse, and I'm really proud of the staff, the scouts, the player development, and everybody that has done a small part or a large part of this team to get us to where we're at. I'm really proud of that.
How do you feel you guys match up against the Padres?
Look, we have the guys going that we want to have going. We're taking a three-game sweep against the Nationals into this weekend, so we're just going to ride that momentum. And like I said, I look forward to watching them from the front seat, and I'm glad we're in this position.
Thanks, Trevor.
Thank you.